Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to beautiful East Cobb Baseball Complex and the Travel Ball Select National Championship Tournament. This morning we have a semifinal game for you between the Acworth Warriors and the 6-4-3 Cougars right here on Field 1, which is my favorite field at this beautiful facility. Surrounded by trees, a little breeze, which is blowing out of right field right now, and blowing all the things off of my desk. All the things. I'm Casey Bass, and I will be with you for the duration, unless I am part of the things that get blown off of this dugout. C.J. Whaley toes the rubber for the Acworth Warriors as Gray Taylor digs in to get this one underway for the Cougs. He will foul a fastball off, up and out of play on the right side. For the Warriors in the field, Dylan Rodan, the first baseman, Griffin Peck at second, Aiden Cloud, the shortstop, and Colby Cox, the third baseman. Max Pierman is the catcher for the Warriors. C.J. Whaley's 0-1 offering is lifted into right field and out of play. That'll be 0-2. In the outfield, from right to left, giving chase to that particular offering was Hunter Paulson in right, Ryan Pruitt in center, and Nate Montague in in left field. Beautiful day, a little bit of a breeze on and off. The breeze has stopped now that the game has started.
Hey, I don't want him to go till he is, but...
And the sun is shining bright, very few clouds in the sky. Fastball popped up left side. Giving chase is Colby Cox, but he's going to run out of room over there. You got to be careful venturing down the left side of this particular field. These third basemen and these left fielders. You get to chasing the ball too hard, you may end up with a broken kneecap. There's a lot of exposed brick about waist high all the way down to the foul pole in left field. No padding. Still 0-2. Whaley stretches, fires, misses high. 1-2. Full slate of action for you today here on Facebook Live. Just keep checking in with us. 4 different games running. If you get tired of listening to me, you can always check out one of my buddies on 3 other fields. Off-speed pitch drops in there nicely. Must have went around the plate. Must have been inside. Tough to tell. We're up the first base line. It was at the thighs. Even Taylor turned around to check. I believe it's 2-2 here. You don't have the benefit of a scoreboard. Fastball fouled off his foot. It rolls all the way to third base. That means it fouled off his foot hard. Caught all of him. And they're going to come out and check on him. Looks like he's just readjusting his shoestring, though. Taylor's put the bat on the ball 4 times now, unable to get it in play. Well, in play once, off his left foot. That don't count. Another off-speed pitch in the dirt, swing and a miss. Pierman will take it to Rodan, and a swinging third strike for out number 1. Beautiful pitch from C.J. Whaley. Pulled the string on a changeup and got him to chase. And that'll bring up Jason Miller, the second baseman, with 1 out. Just underway here in the first. Fastball in there for a strike. That's the best offering from Whaley yet. That's his best pitch of the day. I realize we've only seen 1 batter, but that's pretty. The 0-1 to Jason Miller. Took a little off of that one. It's fouled up, heads up back here. Woo! Bunch of folks lounging around. That got awful close to him. Luckily, he didn't hit him. And 0-2. Whaley always from the stretch. Fastball just misses low and away. It's 1-2. So you notice as you go to these tournaments, the different fads and things that are coming in now. Travel ball is not about the players. Change up, low, 2-2. Baseball is baseball. Kids are going to play. The important stuff to watch about travel ball, especially for me as a salesman, is the parents and what the parents are doing and what the little brothers and sisters are doing to make it through these long days. And the new thing is the hang-up hammocks. Got some over here under this tree. Line drive. Dylan Rodan is there for the second out of the first inning. bring up Christian Smith. A couple of hammocks over here under these shade trees next to the dugout. And that, to me, is excellent. String your old hammock up, catch you a quick siesta in between games. Big investment for these parents, not just monetarily, but time-wise. Kids go play ball all day, but the parents got to be there too. From the left side is Smith, and he's going to drive this one, and for a base hit to center field. Pruitt up with it and in, and they will hold him to a single. That's Christian Smith, first pitch swinging. Drops that fastball right back where it came. And there's a runner at first for Ben Medley, the third baseman. Ben Medley steps in there with them long legs as Smith leads away from first. Whaley kicks, fires, and this one's going to get in for a hit. That falls in front of Paulson. Paulson up quickly and able to keep Christian Smith at second base, but back-to-back singles for the Cougars has a running in scoring position for the DH, Brandon Duck. Double knot. You don't see the double zero very much. He wears the double knot, and I dig it. Whaley, big kick, fastball, catches the outside corner, strike one. Also have noticed that New Balance has made a comeback in the cleats department. And by comeback, I mean, I didn't know New Balance made cleats. Especially baseball spikes, but here they are. And the issue of fairness, and they haven't paid us, and we're in Nikes, so there we go. Just throw a little everybody. Kick fire, runners go, double steal, drilled. Center field straight away, and making the play is Ryan Pruitt. They had a hit and run on, and Duck hammered it, but Pruitt had him played and retires him. So fly out to center field ends it. We go to the bottom half of the first. No runs on 2 hits, no errors. They leave 2 stranded, no score. Right here from the Travel Ball Select National Championship. Hey, everybody, it's Fred. Fred brought me a program. Fred is my hero. You don't know Fred, folks. And you know what? You're worse off because you don't know Fred. But Fred brought me a program. He's my friend. Bottom half of the first inning, no score here from the Travel Ball National Championships. Casey Bass along with you, and Fred, who's already gone. So Fred's no longer with you. 6-4-3 Cougars now now in the field. We'll get it all straightened out. And Elijah Richardson is facing Ryan Pruitt of the Ackworth Warriors. See about 19 teams a game, or teams a day, so it takes me a little while to sort them out. Drops the slot down, little sidearm offering, swing and a miss from Pruitt. No score. Bottom one. Semifinal game here. The Travel Ball National Championships. Up in the box and on the plate. And taken inside for ball two. 2-1 to Pruitt. Breeze is picked up now. That sure is nice. Here's one fisted in the right field and carried towards the batting cages and out of play. 2-2. Two-two now to Ryan Pruitt. Off-speed pitch, drilled. Miller, second base, hauls it in for out number one. That'll bring up Chris Cole. I know I done broke my pencil. Don't worry. It's one of them fancy ones. You can just click the button and get more. Mechanical pencil, the gift that keeps on giving. From the left side now, Chris Cole. Extra hitter. Socks high, stirrup showing. Outfield playing quite shallow. At least in left field they are. And strike one taken. What's interesting is if you open, strike two is taken, if you open this roster here, these two teams are on the same page, which makes it very easy. Look right there at him. Ground ball up the middle, through for a base hit. That's why you're an extra hitter. That young man just puts it in play. 83.7% of balls hit up the middle get through, by the way. That's a statistic. I saw it on the internet, so it's got to be true. So Chris Cole has a base knock. And Dylan Rodin will bat with one out and runner at first. He also hits from the left side. Sun comes right out as they throw over. Unsuccessfully. The size difference over here at first between Liam Sullivan and Chris Cole is interesting. Liam's about 6 of Chris. Ball misses outside. Elijah Richardson, fastball, out of play on the left, over the old brick fence in the bullpen. They got a batten down the hatches, Sherry Lynn. Breeze is getting up. There's only so many paperweights you can pull out. Throw over, back in time. It's Cole. Rodin will fly this one in the left field. Wilford giving chase over near the bricks, and he'll pull that down in foul territory. Loses his hat in the process, but gets it in time to keep Chris Cole where he's at. So Rodin will fly out, and Dylan Porter will come out with two away. Porter will look at a sidearm offering for strike one, and it's 0-1. If you've not had an opportunity to come to the East Cobb Baseball Complex, folks, you really should just come out here and watch some baseball. It's always good baseball when you come here, at every age group. This one's going to be fisted, and that's going to be trouble. That's in the right field. Coming up quickly with it, but bobbling it is Jones, and he's able to regain his grip on the ball and hold Chris Cole at second base. Fought off by Porter for a base hit, and now Hunter Paulson hits with runners at first and second. one of the things is that plays behind the base runner. So Chris Cole, even though he got a good jump, could not see the bobble. Reed Jones got on that ball in a hurry. Fastball low. Nice job by Gallops, and they're going to take third. Gallops with a good throw, but not in time. As Chris Cole gets in there, runner at first is going to stay put, so now runners at the corners. That ball squirted away about 3 feet, and Chris Cole took off. I bet if you asked Cole, he'd tell you he expected to get to third on the last play, and so he had to make up for it right there. Mark Gallops will give his guys the signs from behind the plate. Now we're ready to go. Even at this age group, little first and third games, first and third plays, you got to watch out for. So Paulson now, 1-0. Fastball taken for a strike. See if we can get the old. Having a hard time understanding this bracket, but trying to figure out who these guys will go play next. There's several different brackets. That just misses low. See, I see where this one ends after this game, where the bracket ends, but I don't know where it picks up. Winner's bracket say it picks up here. Throw over, and a collision has happened, but the ball's loose. Whew. Liam Sullivan's a big old boy at first base, folks. This is not a small child. This is a grown man in double deuce. And Dylan Porter didn't slide back in. He came in and got a chest full of 22. And he went to the dirt, and Liam stayed where he was. But fortunately for the Warriors, he lost the ball. That was a world-class collision. I can't figure this bracket out. It doesn't say where their next game is. It doesn't give me a feel. They haven't decided yet. That's why I can't figure it out. That sidearm, I don't even know what that is. Some kind of swerve he's throwing sidearm. It's a good pitch, but that misses high. May call it the swerve from now on. Just something that looks different. Runners from first and second. Runner from first goes and fought off. Foul back by Paulson. Porter will have to come back. When Porter comes back, he may be a little careful around Liam Sullivan. I'm a big old boy, but I think if I ran into Liam Sullivan full speed, I'd fall down. Oh, nice off-speed pitch. Gets him swinging, strike 3, and they get out of the jam. So no runs on 2 hits. They leave 2 on. We go to the second, no score. Mark Gallups will lead it off for the Cougars. This big C.J. Whaley toes the rubber. Gallups looks like he stepped out of East Bay catalog. He just looks like a baseball player. I like that 643 logo they got going. Looks like the old Chicago White Sox uniforms, which is always one of my favorite uniforms. And that one's drilled up the middle, and he hits like he's from the East Bay catalog. That kid's a baseball player. You just look at him and tell. You know, I can spot tailbacks. I got a first base coach wearing number 66, though. You better believe this guy knows what he's doing. He's number 66 in your program, but he's number 1 in your heart. Gallups, the catcher, will get a single, and then he will get to go put his gear on and rest as they bring in a old courtesy runner. Big Liam Sullivan in there now, the double deuce. He pops that up and out of play. Jackson Norris is the pinch runner. Took me a while to find that one. Sometimes they are elusive. Liam able to hold off of that one. The big lefty in there licking his chops. Runner goes, and this one's drilled, but right at Nate Montague. Nate Montague had him played perfectly. That ball was hammered. And Mark Gallups will gallop back to first base, and Liam Sullivan makes a very loud out. That'll bring up Reed Jones. And this one, first pitch swinging, and this should fall in for a hit, and it does. Gallup's going to pull up at second. And a one-out single for Reed Jones. Something cooking for the Cougars here in the top half of the second frame. I'll bring up Justin Wilford, the left fielder. He hits from the left side. A lot of lefties in this game. Rock fire strike right at the knees. One all the way back in the box is Justin Wilford. Booted. Coach. That's my fault, Coach. I talk good about you wearing number 66. I'll take full responsibility. He got 8 up. It just ate him right up, folks. Ooh, just misses with a low and away fastball. First and second, no score. We're early. Top 2. C.J. Whaley on the mound. Stretches, fires, fastball at the numbers, but outside. I believe it's 3-1. Off-speed pitch, popped straight up and out of play. Full count now. Runners on first and second. Runners do not advance. Oh, apparently now it's a full count. I thought that was the third ball. I don't have a scoreboard, and I know very little about baseball. So you have folks that just have to bear with me. Pop straight up and out of play. Another payoff pitch. Runners do not go. And again popped up and out of play. We're going to run out of baseballs. Fastball, swing and a miss. They fouled it off. This is the world's longest at bat. I like to see battles going on. Kick, fire, swing and a miss. That's a long battle between Whaley and Wilford. But Whaley comes out ahead, and there's 2 outs now for Davis Williams. And they miss low and away. Davis Williams will bring him back up to the top if he can get on. Looking to scratch out the game's first run as Mark Gallups is at second base and Reed Jones is at first. Fastball misses high. It's been a big pitch count inning for C.J. Whaley, by the way. We don't talk about that a whole lot, but it's important. He had at least 11 or 12 pitches to that last batter. That's a great move and had him fooled, but it wasn't a huge lead for Mark Gallups. Gallups been dancing off that bag a pretty good ways, but there he's able to flip back around and stay put. Fastball hits him and the bases are loaded. Caught him in the calf. Davis Williams takes one for the team. And he'll stand at first base. Everybody will move up 90 feet. Back to the top of the lineup we go. And Gray Taylor. Taylor struck out swinging his first at bat. Curveball in the dirt. Nice stop by Max Pierman. And this one is going to be driven into right field, and that's going to get down. Coming over to cut it off is Paulson. Paulson up and quickly firing the home plate. Plate to plate is in time, but the ball is loose. A nice slide out of Reed Jones knocks the ball loose, and a single by Gray Taylor is going to plate 2, and it's 2-0. He'll advance to second on the throw, give him 2 RBIs. I'll bring up Jason Miller now with runners at second and third, and 2 outs. 2 out, RBI single. Gallups in a great slide out of Reed Jones was able to knock that ball loose. The throw from Paulson was on time, but the cleats got right into the mitt of Pierman and knocked that ball loose, and it's 2-0. Still threatening, though. Here's Jason Miller. Miller turns his shoulders out of the way of one. He's ahead in the count. C.J. Whaley from the stretch. Kicks, fires, misses inside. That fastball's in the dirt again. Pierman with a nice run-saving stop. That's going to load him up on ball 4. C.J. Whaley's just trying to get out of this, only giving up 2. And now he's at the heart of the lineup. Christian Smith, who singled in his first at bat, now stands in with an opportunity to do some real damage. Smith waits. He swings at the first pitch, which is a high fastball. Whaley's going to glove it over to Rodin, and that will do it. 2 runs on a flurry of hits. It's 2-0. We go to, where are we going? Bottom 2, right here at the Travel Ball National Championships. First pitch fouled off at the plate by Aiden Cloud. As we get our second look at Elijah Richardson. He now enjoys a 2-0 lead. Cloud's first at bat of the game, the shortstop. Backs out of the way of that one. It's 1-1. So the winner of this game, I believe, Five Ash, moves on to play the winner. Oh, nasty changeup. Buckles the knees of Clouds. It's 1-2. I think the winner of this one moves on to play the winner of the Warriors and the Elite. And if the Warriors win this one and the Warriors win that one, then we'll have an all-Warrior final, which will be not confusing at all for me. I think that's what's going on. I think I've finally sorted it out, which means I'm probably wrong. Richardson winds, kicks. Fastball lifted, right center field. Smith giving chase. Has got it for the first out of the inning. I'm going to bring up Max Pierman. Pierman looking good behind the dish today. Saved a couple of runs once they got loaded. 2 fastballs in the dirt that were good pitches with intention. As that one finds the strike zone, it's 0-1. But he was able to corral him, keep him in front of him, keep that runner at third base. Or else that could have been a very, very, very big inning for the 6-4-3 Cougars. Both these are Georgia teams. And there's a curveball that he waited on, up the middle. Nice sliving catch. Davis Williams up with it and over to Liam Sullivan. That's as good as you'll see right there. Davis Williams showing out at shortstop. And there's 2 away. To the hole to his fanny, up, and throws a strike. Colby Cox now, the third baseman, will hit. 2 out, nobody on. Richardson deals, fastball, chopped. Another opportunity for Williams. And after the last play, that's a piece of cake. 6-3, 6-3, and a F8. That's it. We go to the top of the third. 2-0 Cougars. Bottom half of the third inning for the Cougars will be Medley, Duck, and Gallops. Ben Medley singled in his first trip to the dish as they look now to add to a 2-0 lead. Travel ball select national championship. This fastball is going to be lifted into right field. Reed Jones comes on, makes a one-handed catch for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Brandon Duck, who flew out to center in his first attempt. Have I mentioned the first base coach is wearing number 66? And that makes me very happy. Line, kick, fire, scooped. Ball 1. Problem is he's wearing orange, which is their alternate jersey, I'm sure. But it's the same color as the Warriors, and it's really confusing me. It doesn't take much. It was Hunter Paulson that made the play, by the way. I forgot to flip my board over. Hunter Paulson made the play out in left field or in right field. C.J. Whaley, the pitcher. I'll do that about 9 more times today. Hopefully that'll be the last time in this game, though. You're supposed to remind me, 5-Ash. You're supposed to say, flip the board. You flip the book, you got to flip the board at the same time. And ball 4 misses low. And Brandon Duck with a 1-out walk goes to first. That'll bring up Mark Gallops. Gallops has singled and scored his first at bat. He got that rally started. Duck with a decent lead. Pulled the string on a changeup. Big swing and a miss from Gallops. Ooh, that was bang bang. Ooh, that was close. Oh, that was close. I think with a 4-man crew, he's out. From where that umpire has to stand in this situation, he's safe all day. But his hand was off the back. Chopper with the runner going. Going to his right is Aiden Cloud. Cloud gloves it, makes a great play, but not in time. Roden stretched for it. but just too fast is Mark Gallups. Gallups with an infield single. That is some kind of good play out of Aiden Cloud. Doug was running on the play. He stands at second. And now we're going to get a courtesy runner. So Mr. Gallups can go put his gear on. And he's 2 for 2 on the day. Now it's big Liam Sullivan. We have another courtesy runner. Try to get some numbers on those kids. Fouled off, strike one. The one on first is Andrew Herman. Well, I can't tell who's at second. Who just came in. Just came in to run for Duck. Is that a 9-ball? Looks like a 9-ball out there. Ben Keating. Fastball high, misses. And this one is lifted off his shoe tops and fair into the corner on the right-hand line. Keating's going to come around to score. On his horse, around at third and slamming on the brakes is Andrew Herman, and an RBI double for big Liam Sullivan. It's 3-0. So with one out, Reed Jones will bat with runners at second and third. Chance to extend the lead. And we're going to get a new pitcher. We'll take a break while they warm him up. It looks like Dylan Porter will be pitching when we get back. Right here from the Travel Ball National Championship. Dylan Porter has come in relief of C.J. Whaley, and he's come in with his hands full. One out, a good batter, and runners at second and third. Reed Jones has singled and scored. He'll look to do it again. From the stretch is Porter. His first offering is a fastball at the letters. Reed Jones takes a big hack at it, and he comes up empty. Fastball in at the knees is 0-2. Ooh. Strike. That's strike three, right? Yeah, that's three. That's three. All day and twice on Sunday. Yeah. Yep, you're out. That's a tough call. That looked low and away, but Reed Jones is going to take it for strike three, and there are 2 outs. Justin Wilford will bat. From the left side, he struck out in his last at bat. He's got ducked from the pond here as Dylan Porter tries to erase them. Miss low permanent with a good scoop. The 1-0 pitch. Same spot, but that gets away from Perman. Here comes the runner. Play at the plate, not there. And it is 4-0 as Mark Gallups gets home on a wild pitch. Well, not Mark Gallups as much as the guy running for Mark Gallups, which I believe was Andrew Herman. Still have a runner at third as Big Sullivan moves up. He's 90 feet away. Wilford's got a nice count in his favor, 2-0. Fastball at the knees, not there. That was strike 3 on the last batter. And there's the first strike, 3-1. Fastball hits him. So it's ball 4. He was going to first either way, but he paid for it. And it gets to the screen if it doesn't hit him, and that would have been an interesting play to see if they would have sent big Liam Sullivan from third base. So Wilford hit by a pitch. Winners on the corners now. 2 outs. Davis Williams, who in his last at bat got hit by a pitch. Stretch, change up, nasty, no good. Ball 1. Oh, that's a nasty pitch. Throw over and got him. Snap throw over and got him. So Davis Williams will lead off the next inning as Justin Wilford goes down 1-3. That's the end of the inning, but 2-run score. It's 4-0. Cougars. Elijah Richardson stays on, and he'll see Nate Montague, Griffin Peck, and then Ryan Pruitt. Fastball low, 1-0. Got to reapply the sunscreen. You know, the stuff wears off. You're in the shade, so you're good. I are not. Fastball, a good one, 1-1. I guess the next game we have here is the Alabama Elite good baseball team. We just saw them. The West Georgia Warriors in the semifinals, swing and a miss 1-2. They played a 2-1 game last night. The Warriors victorious 2-1 in that one. So should be up for go after that, and then I guess the championship games after that. Curveball doesn't get there. Counts 2-2. fastball is going to be lined over the head of Sullivan. Reed Jones up and in with it, and that's a single to lead off the inning by Nate Montague. We'll bring up Peck. Griffin Peck, now the second baseman, will hit from the left side and look to turn the lineup over with a couple of ducks on the pond. Throw over and back in time is Montague. Montague takes a big lead at first. And this one's going to be grounded. Second, up with it at Miller. Miller to Williams, and a great scoop by Sullivan, but not in time. So Miller to Williamson will get that one, and Montague will go down with the old 4-6. Peck to first. We've got an out, and we're back to the top of the lineup. Ryan Pruitt, who lined out to second base in his first at bat. That's a great job by Davis Williams of just getting that ball out of his glove, and then Liam Sullivan made that play a lot closer than I thought it was going to be at first base. Because of the choppy nature and what it took for Miller to get to the ball, it wasn't really a double play ball. It was just kind of a get the lead runner deal, but Williams and Sullivan almost turned into magic. Fastball framed, but low. 2-0. The buzzers are starting to circle on that other field over there. Tom's game must be boring. Throw over. Back in time is Peck. Big old condor or something swirling over there. His fastball. Grounded back to Richardson. Richardson will take it to second. And he pulled him off the bag, and they're going to call him safe at second. They're going to say Williams was off the bag. And Ryan Pruitt will reach on an error. So now runners at first and second. With one out for Chris Cole. Cole has singled. Made it around to third base before his progress was stopped in his first at bat. Fastball misses away. Cole, the extra hitter, stands on top of the plate towards the back of the box and looks at ball two. He kind of guided one through the hole on the right side in his last at bat. You get the idea this is a kid who probably has never struck out in his life. Staring contest, somebody blinked, and they back out and start over. Throw over, not in time. There's a swing and a miss. He fouls it off into the glove. So 2-1 now. And this one will be grounded to second. Miller up with it. Takes it to Williams, and Williams is going to pull him up at first base. Sullivan gives chase. Runner going home, and he is going to score. So another fielder's choice. Gets Pruitt at second. He goes 4-6. This is a confusing situation. Cole's going to go to first. Peck's going to score from second. It's 4-1. Eventful situations. And Dylan Rodan is going to ground out to second, and this inning is over. So a 4-3 A lot of play there for Jason Miller. But long story short, the inning's over. 4-1 your score. Cougars lead. Porter stays in for the Warriors. And it'll be Williams and then back to the top of the lineup and Taylor Miller. Williams was up there when the last inning ended. Picked off at first base. It was Justin Wilford. And a ground ball. Scooped up by Colby Cox. And delivered safely to Dylan Roden for out number one. Wind's starting to get a little breezy breeze now, blowing out of right field. Back to the top of the lineup now, and Gray Taylor. Taylor has struck out and has a 2 RBI double. And he grounds this one the same spot. Colby Cox up with it, over with it. Nice stretch. And that's all she wrote. Very quickly, 2 outs. Jason Miller now. He has walked and flied out. Kick, line, fire, bloop, and moving one step to his left is Griffin Peck. And that was a very easy inning for Dylan Porter. Out to second baseman. All right, we go to the bottom half of the fourth inning. 4-1, the Cougars lead. Bottom half of the fourth inning, Elijah Richardson will toe the rubber, enjoying a 4-1 lead. And he will see Porter, Paulson, and Cloud. Porter singled in his first at bat as he stands, toes touching the black, all over the plate, ready to take another swing at it. Kick, fire, miss, 1-0. Beautiful Saturday for baseball. It's hot, but it's not make you want to cry hot. As this one is drilled through the hole on the left side, and for Dylan, that's a 2-hit day so far. So leadoff single for Porter. As he helps himself. Now Paulson, who struck out his first at bat. Porter will get a runner. Fisher Paulson. They're deep with Paulsons. Helmet shortage. Little known crisis. Grounded, right side, backhand, scoop, flip, and Joe almost got him. Let me tell you something. If you're going to put 643 on your shirt, you better know how to roll it. And that time, Jason Miller and Davis Williams showed again. They know how to roll it. They've yet to complete one, but my goodness, was that sweet. I guarantee if you hit one straight at him, you're going to get rolled up. Miller and Williams putting on a clinic in the middle of this field. That brings up Cloud. He takes a ball in the outside corner. One away now. Nice effort out of Paulson to beat that one out. Cloud flied to center in his first at bat, and here he lines one up and just off the tip of Davis Williams' glove. He gets over and backhand flips it to Jason Miller and almost makes a play. That's a single. Runner moves up. He almost got robbed by Davis Williams twice. That middle infield's fun to watch play. Fastball misses inside. Max says it hits him. Blue agrees. Bases are loaded. Now here's a rally. Bases loaded, one out. Paulson stands at third. Cloud's at second. And Max will probably get a runner. He will. Again, second time this inning. We'll see Fisher Paulson. Bases loaded, one out. We're going to have a change of some sort. Looks like we got a new third baseman coming in, and they are going to trot Ben Medley down to the bullpen. When I get the name on that third baseman, I will let you folks know. Cannot see his number from my vantage point. Fastball misses high. Elijah Richardson has had zero issues. None. Until this moment. And nothing's been really hard hit. And that was grounded through. That'll play to run. And they'll hold everybody there, station to station. It's 4-2. Paulson scores. Everybody else moves up. There's a weird-looking bug. Just got attacked by some sort of weird black bee. RBI single for Cox brings up Montague. Montague grounded into one of those almost double plays last inning. They would love to have one here. They being 643. One out, one in, 3 on for the Warriors. Looking to close the gap. Bullpen busy for the Cougars and plunked in the bat. And an RBI the hard way. It was off-speed pitch that didn't break. Cloud scores. Pearman to third. Cox to second. Give Nate an RBI. And a bag of ice. Griffin Peck reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the last inning. 4-3 is your score. Ackworth is drawn within one. And that may be it for Elijah Richardson. The young man's played, he's pitched a good game. Try to get him through one more batter. Maybe we're not ready yet in the bullpen. Looks to be ready down there. Does Ben Medley. And that's going to do it. So Medley's going to come on the pitch while he warms up. We'll take a quick break right here from the Travel Ball Select National Championship. Ryan Pruitt's going to move to third base as Ben Medley comes in to pitch. And Medley's first offering is a fastball in the inside corner and strike one to Griffin Peck. High, pointy leg kick they offer and foul it back. He's got that Tom Glavine pony toe thing going on when he comes to the plate. That's pretty. I like that. You don't see that anymore. That's a Tom Glavine original. Watch that foot, Canuck. He opens up there, but oh yeah, I dig it. Ground ball, left side, gloved over to second, and they almost got another one. This team leads the league and almost turned double plays. Davis Williams and Jason Miller do such a good job of getting rid of the initial ground ball that balls that are not double play balls, none of these balls are double play balls, get really, really close. By the way, while I was discussing that, Pyramid's coming to score. This game's tied. You got runners on the corners. 2 outs now. And back to the top and Ryan Pruitt, who has lined out, grounded out. Well, he reached on a fielder's choice, pardon me. Responsible for 2 outs. And here he's going to lift one in the left field. Justin Wilford's going to give chase. He comes on and makes the play. 3 runs coming to score, though. And as we go to the 5th inning, we got a brand new ball game. It's 4-4. Dylan Porter will stay out there. He gets the heart of the lineup. Smith, Medley, Duck. Smith has singled and he has grounded out. He leads off here. Now he looks at a ball low. Fastball just off his shoe tops. Like that, two of them. 2-0. And the 6-4-3 dugout has woke up. They're like a fast pitch softball dugout now. They have a lot. You don't hear that noise often from a baseball dugout. It's 3-0. I believe the kids would say they're getting crunk. Do the kids say that? Or is that like kids like who are like 12 now? 4-pitch walk. And that brings up Ben Medley. From the stretch, kick, curveball, strike. Couldn't get the fastball across, throws the hook, drops it right in there. When in doubt, turn to page 2, right? Throw over. Nice glove job by Rodin. Rodin kept one from going to the wall. Good throw. I think there's a little dip at first base because that's the second runner I've seen that looked like he was going to dive straight into the bag and then just came up short. Luckily for Smith, he was able to extend and get back to the bag, but 2 innings ago we had that same thing happen. Off-speed pitch is short, nice stop. Pierman stays in front of it. The runner has to stay put. And now I believe the umpire has said, y'all need to just hush. They were awful crunk over there. I don't know that they're doing anything wrong, but it's what you would hear in a softball tournament. You just don't normally hear it at a baseball tournament. But the umpire was tired of hearing it. Maybe somebody said something inappropriate. It's possible. Oh, off-speed pitch is a good one. And just misses low. I wish y'all could have seen that kid coming down that hill on that scooter earlier. I was terrified. It gave me a complex just watching it. When you come in East Cobb at this gate, runner goes, uncontested. No, it's a walk. Pay attention. Back-to-back walks. Puts ducks on the pond for Brandon. Duck. See what I did there? See what I did? They're not. Nobody's listening anyway. See if we have a change or just a visit. Maybe one of them throw strikes meetings. We just crawled out of a hole. Let's don't give it back by walking people. The only thing he's been able to throw for a strike's been a curveball. Fastball's missing low. In the old dirt ski. They're going to stay with Porter. I don't know if Porter wants to deal yet. spending so much time on that runner at second base. They haven't thrown a strike in about 14 minutes. And the last thing I want my pitcher, who's having a hard time finding the strike zone, doing is paying attention to anything but the strike zone. Ground ball left side. Glove by Cloud. He goes to second. And, just beat it out to Brandon Duck. Bang, bang at first. 6-4 goes Medley for out number one. Moves Smith to third. And Brandon Duck is fortunate to be on first with a fielder's choice, if we're honest. That's a heck of a play. Peck and Cloud to Rodin for a 6-4, almost 3. We got him. Ball don't lie. Threw over and got him. Beautiful move out of Porter. And now there's 2 outs. If we're honest, Duck was out on the play before. They got him on the double play. And Porter just went ahead and retired him. So now 2 outs. That's a big difference here. Now you play the infield back, you play the outfield back, just get an out, and it's over with. The inning being it. Nice stop by Pyramid. Pyramid's a very effortless catcher. Fun to watch. Third runner we've seen picked off first today. Not in this game, but 2 in this game and 1 in the previous. That curveball had him bailing and came back and landed right in Pyramid's gut. Must have went around the plate. That fastball is going to be drilled up the middle. Diving stop, Peck to his knees. Makes the throw. Short hop, not in time. Run scores. Great effort out of Griffin Peck, but it's an RBI single for Mark Gallops. And once again, the Cougars lead. What a great play out of Griffin Peck. Just couldn't close them down, and now they get Liam Sullivan with a runner on first. Senior super duper executive producer Amy Walker just showed up on top of the building. I don't know what we have that to. Do you have some food? Isn't that what senior super duper executive producers do, is bring sandwiches? You swipe the card. Here's my card. Go get the food. Fastball misses inside. Last time he was up there, Peck hit one that almost put a hole in the wall in right field. All right, here we go. Now we're ready. Shoes have been tied. Time to hit the baseball. Or pitch the baseball. Curveball fisted. Third base. Cox coming on. He's got to hurry. It's a speedy runner. Liam unable to beat it out. 5-3 goes Liam Sullivan, but they get one back. And what's the score now? 1, 2, 3, 6-5, 6-4. What's the score? 6-4? I don't know. It's either 6-4 or 5-4, depending on if you're good at math. We go to the bottom half of the 5th. The Cougars are winning by at least 1. going to be Cole, Rodin, and Porter. And I was right, 5-4. Never doubt yourself. Ben Medley going to stay on the hill for the Cougars. Now that everyone has gotten sorted, the most important thing happening right now is the clouds have moved in, blocking the sun. And everybody in this facility appreciates that. Just a little bit of relief. Fastball misses high. 1-0. And there's one fouled off, evening it up at 1-1. Let's see. Cole has 2 for 2 day going. 2 singles. See if we can add to that. And it's a 3-0 count. Awful close. Gallops was squeezed in the corner. Just couldn't get the call. 3-0 pitch is fouled out of there. No, 3-1. Full count now. Little payoff pitch action. And past the diving first baseman. Sullivan unable to get there. And Cole's 3 for 3 as he's digging for second. About ran over the umpire. Stand up double for Chris Cole as he got it out in front of the 6'9" Liam Sullivan. And a leadoff double for the Warriors. That'll bring up Rodin, who has flied out, grounded out. And there went our cloud. It was nice for like a minute and a half. We appreciate the minute and a half we got to spend with the cloud. Throwback behind the runner and almost got him. It's almost like these teams spend half the day working on pickoff plays. They seem to work, so. I was so terrified of getting picked off. I never got a big enough lead. That'll move the runner over. That's a nice job of hitting by Rodin. That'll go down as a 3 unassisted, but that was a heck of a play. That's what you got to do there. You got to get that runner to third base. He did just that. And that brings up the DH, Dylan Porter, who is no longer DHing. He's pitching. Sullivan still plays in at first. Big, slow hook. Misses low. Fouled off straight back, 1-1. Straightaway everywhere into the corners. One out, runner at third. The Warriors of Acworth trail by 1. High, pointy-toed leg kick. Curveball drops in there for a strike. And it's 1-2. He started that thing at his ear and dumped it in there, backdoored it. 1-2 pitch, chopped up the middle. Coming over is Miller. He backhands it, jumps. Big stretch out of Sullivan. And not in time, and a run scores. If you want to see some middle infield play, come watch this game. Both these teams are lighting it up. Porter with an infield hit. Give him an RBI. This game's tied again. It's 5-5. We will get a runner. Fisher Paulson. Wonder if he's related to Mr. Paulson, that Paulson Stadium is named after, in beautiful Statesboro, Georgia, on the campus of the Harvard of the South, Georgia Southern University. I wonder. Fastball misses high. Ben Medley wastes no time. Gets the ball, steps on the rubber, gets the sign, throws it. I love it. It's amazing. Watching a Braves game the other day, and I took my phone out. Playing the Nationals. You know, the old Nationals. I took my phone out and was timing between pitches, and it was the pitcher that was slow, and he was taking like 47 seconds between pitches. 47 seconds. This one, he gets away from him. To the backstop it goes. And Paulson will scamper on a pass ball. That's a wild pitch. But on a wild pitch down the second. Average of 47 seconds between pitches on a non-put-in-play ball. On a throw it to the catcher. They swing or don't swing. Catcher throws it back to you. 47 seconds. Does not sound like a long time, people. It is an eternity. In a baseball game. An eternity. I think the rules say 15 seconds. You have to have 15. You can only have 15 seconds between pitches. They don't enforce those rules in Major League Baseball, though. And it was brutal. And they wonder why kids these days are not hanging in there with baseball. This one is lined into left field. Dive and grab. Justin Wilford gets up, throws back to second. And Paulson's able to get back. What a play out of Justin Wilford. Flag that one for the highlight reel. Wilford with a big-time play. Saves a run from scoring. Got to give credit to that young man there. The first base coach says, yep, that's a pretty good play. And then he almost doubled him up at second. You can't blame Paulson. If I'm Paulson, I'm around third base. That's amazing. He made it back to second. So 2 outs now, runner at second, 1 in. Paulson got robbed. On the best play we've seen today, good stop by Gallops. And Aiden Cloud, who has singled and scored, and he's also flew out. We'll try to get that runner in from second. Fastball fouled straight back. See, the faster you pitch, the more you see plays like that, and you get the game in. But kids nowadays are so used to having everything on demand and things at their fingertips. My kid doesn't even know what commercials are. We went on vacation, didn't have a DVR. Runner goes, pitches a strike, throws on the money, tag is high. Paulson swipes third. She was flabbergasted that I couldn't rewind it because she missed something. She didn't even know it was a thing. She didn't even know that was even a possibility, that you couldn't rewind live TV. It's a true story. This was 2 weeks ago. She didn't even know. She's 6. That's the world she lives in. And so if you got guys taking 46 grounded, left side, that's dead. They're not. That is a young man putting the ball where nobody can get it. That's a perfect swing and bunt and an RBI. Looks like he stung that one on the book. That's an RBI single. And the Warriors lead for the first time today. It is 6-5. That brings up Matt Pearman. My point is, if you've got these major league guys out there taking, a minute between pitches, these kids aren't going to pay attention. Line in the center field. And this one's getting away from Medley. The Warriors have started hitting the baseball. Give Pearman a hit. It's his second of the day. Medley stretches, kicks, fires, off-speed pitch. No good. Oh, did that get him? Or hit the bat? Hit the bat. That's an excuse me strike. It's the a bat over his head. And for a strike. Into run, by the way. It's Fisher Paulson. I missed the switch. Pierman got the hit, and then he gets a break because he's catching. He deserves a break. Here's one line in the left field. That's going to get down. That's fair. They'll send the runner. Coming up is Wilford, and he's going to try to get the runner at second base, and they do. But not before the run scores. That's a heads-up play to Justin Wilford, who turns out is a heck of a left fielder. Throws behind the play, gets the runner trying to stretch it to second, but it's an RBI single for Colby Cox, and the end of the fifth inning. They take the lead, 7-5 your score right here at the Travel Ball National Championship. Dylan Porter now with a fresh lead. I've got this deal at 7-5 is where I've got it. I'm generally not correct about anything, but I'm pretty sure about that. It'll be Jones, Wilford, and Williams, and this one's popped straight up. Turn your back. Nice premise. I don't need to turn my back to the infield for nothing. Makes the play, and very quickly, they'll pop out to number deuce. One out. Justin Wilford now. He struck out, grounded out. They play him back at third base. I hate to see him push a butt down the third base line. Yeah, Porter falling off to the right when he throws because he's a righty. Fastball and a good one. Evens it up 1-1. Curveball falls in the front door. 1-2. Front doors him. Deep in left field. Ooh, deep in left field. That's an excuse me, check swing, ground ball. 5-3 put out. Cox to Rodan. And there's two away for David Williams. Williams has been hit by a pitch, and he's grounded out to third. A lot of action from Colby Cox over there at third. The man wearing 0. I've seen a 0 today. I've seen the 0-0, which the double knot's Brandon Duck on this Cougars team. I love the double knot. If I could come back again and do this thing all over, I think I'd be a double knot instead of a double sixes. There's a looper that is going to be gloved by Peck on a short hop. He'll fire over. Nice stretch by Dylan Rodan. There's an S on this roster. It says Raydans. That's not what I was given on the other roster. So if it's Dylan Raydance, I apologize to his parents and his grandparents and everybody who has that name. Not what I was given on the lineup, but I just looked down there. Either way, innings over, 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors. One more inning left to play. Montague sends in there. He takes a ball in the dirt. He has been hit by a pitch and singled. And he just took a really good curveball. Just missed low. 2-0 pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's 2-1. Warriors looking to add on. They have a 2-run lead. Looking for a little insurance. This one's drilled into the gap and is going to get through. Cutting it off is Paulson, and he's going to do a nice job of getting it in. What a great arm he's got. That's as long a single as you'll ever see. Nate Monte with a long single. Brings up Griffin Peck. Peck is grounded into 2 different fielders' choices. But he has scored a run. Conservative lead. Misses away. Does Porter. No. Flip your card. That was a great throw by Reed Jones out there in right field, by the way. And Brian Medley's the one pitching. Second time. I hate not flipping the card. Flip the book, don't flip the card. Why would you do such a thing? That fastball catches the corner. There's 2-1. All right, now we're ready. Had to get a stray ball off the field from another field. And there's strike 2. 2-2 now. This is where our coach says, now you're ready, bud. What they mean when they say that is, why didn't you swing, bud? Curve ball, fills it up. And the fastball is going to be fisted down the third base line and gloved and almost a double play. Nice job out of Pruitt. Ryan Pruitt makes the play on the line drive. And almost doubles off Montague. First out of the inning, back to the top of the lineup. Is it possible I've done that twice? I have. That wasn't Ryan Pruitt either. I've wrote the wrong name off the wrong roster. It's Kyle Beatty. Great play by Kyle Beatty. What just happened? Time limit? They've called the game. Game's over. I guess they got time limited. All right, well, Warriors win. And they will advance. Final score, 7-5. Acworth Warriors. Apologies to Kyle Beatty and his parents. He made a nice play there at the end. right here from the Travel Ball National Champion. Travel Ball Select National Championship is brought to you by TravelBallSelect.com.